flash flooding, of course, because, you know, Arkansas this year has decided that it is very thirsty. And like super cold weather. It's so cold out here. My hands are like frozen and chapped already, and I haven't even been outside but about 10 minutes. Inside, call me crazy, because I probably am, I have little seedlings growing to be separated out and planted into bigger pots and placed in the greenhouse for a little while, and then I would like to plant them into the ground. It's kind of a test to see if I can grow over winter lettuce and broccoli and stuff like that are okay in slightly colder weather. I say it's freezing right now because it's like 26 degrees and very wet outside, but our high is 41 for the day, and that's just because of cold fronts. Right now it's not usually this cold. It's actually usually 50s and 60s. And yesterday, it actually felt like fall. It was really rainy and was probably like 60 degrees or so. And the day before that was like 68. That was really nice. Just a cold front today, so it's like super, super chilly. Well, she's eating less food. I don't know if that's a sign that she's gonna give us some babies or not, but there is still food left from yesterday. I'm gonna add a little, but then we'll leave it at that and see what she does for the day. I have seedlings growing inside like a crazy person because I want to see if I can overwinter them in the garden. Our spring crops were eaten and our fall crops were eaten. So my experiment or plan here is really to attempt to grow cold crops without the animals eating them. So if I can grow them over winter and use the like frost cover fabric stuff over it, like maybe the thicker stuff for if it gets really cold or anything, and I can get them to grow and maybe mulch up the bottom to help hold the heat in, then I'll know how to grow those crops because animals is my biggest issue on everything in the homestead right about now. So I guess wish me luck. spinach, kale, broccoli, pak choi, lettuce. I think that's it. Oh, onions. In these bins back here, and I actually wanted to plant carrots and peas, but I feel like carrots I can do because they just go straight into the ground and I might have enough time for them to be just fine. But with peas, one, they vine up, so finding something to cover them that high up might be quite difficult, and two, I'm not so sure that they're going to really withstand the cold like the rest of these lower to the ground cold hardy plants will. So if you've tried late planting peas in cold weather and it worked for you or it didn't work for you, let me know, because I really want to try it, but I don't want to just waste a bunch of seeds either. So we did plant some for the fall, and unfortunately they got eaten like everything else. And we do have some carrots growing out in the garden right now, but not very many. I think I saw 3 or 4 out there, which I have a 5-person family, so 4 carrots isn't gonna get us very far, huh?
Yeah.
I was going to do radishes, which actually I might still have time to go ahead and do radishes right now. They are about a 30-day variety, so they don't take very long. The only issue is how much rain we keep getting. If I plant them now and we continue to have floods, the seeds are just gonna wash away. I keep following up with the weather and it's just been kind of, We may actually go ahead and put some radishes in the ground just to see. I do have quite a few radish seeds that I could probably spare a few just in case. And also radishes aren't really like my favorite thing to eat. Honestly, I still haven't found a good way to eat them. If you guys have any radish favorites, let me know so I can try them, because so far I've done just raw and roasted, and not a huge fan of either. So right now I have a crazy little makeshift lighting system. This is the actual bar light that I used over the spring for the peppers and things that we set up in the pantry. And honestly, right now I don't have to have the light, but we've had a lot of overcast days. It seems really bright out there, but it's all clouds, and it's almost like that bright snow looking weather. You know how like the whole sky is covered in clouds, but it's still really bright? That's what the sky looks like to me. And because of that, these little seedlings are not really getting the sunlight that they need. So I went ahead and turned the light on so these little ones can be happy and healthy. And look at that lettuce. Over the spring I had such a hard time getting the lettuce to start, but this time around it seems like that's all that wants to grow. I may have overplanted lettuce, but that's okay. I like lettuce. I like salads. Although the plants won't be going in here anytime soon, this greenhouse got pretty messy over the summer and even became our hay holder, really. So I need to clean it up and have it ready, because it doesn't take long for those plants to grow, and I know that they're going to need to be in here. Could be cleaner, but as of right now, the main worry is having room to put the plants. So now I have room to put plants on these two shelves here. Some room down here. Put some plants here and then again up here. And I will eventually need to find a way to keep it kind of warm in there. I guess we'll see how it goes, huh?